The next recipe we are going to show you is a Thai dessert called tub tim grob. Let's take a look at the ingredients. It is best to divide the ingredients for tub tim grob into 3 groups. The first is the syrup, which is made from water and sugar. The second consists of coconut cream and salt. And the third is a mixture of water chestnuts, red syrup and tapioca flour. Well, before we work on the water chestnut mixture, let's prepare the syrup. In a pan, in goes the water. Turn on the heat. Add sugar into the water. The ratio is 1 part water to 1 part sugar. This will give us perfect syrup that is not too heavy or too light. Wait until the mixture is boiling and then remove the pan from the heat. While we're making the syrup, the coconut cream mixed with salt should be gently brought to the boil over a low heat. We want to keep stirring the pan to prevent the oil and the coconut cream from separating. Once it's started to boil and the salt is dissolved, turn off the heat. As we're waiting for both of these mixtures to slowly reach boiling point, we can start on the water chestnuts. Use either fresh or canned water chestnuts. I must admit that I prefer the canned ones for convenience. First, we trim the edge of the water chestnuts to make it easier to cube them. Then put the cubed water chestnuts in some red syrup and leave it to soak until all is ruby red. Drain them well before we mix them with tapioca flour. By the time we're done with the water chestnuts, our other syrup should be boiling. We will mix this with the cooked water chestnuts just before serving. For now, transfer it to a bowl and leave it to cool down. Likewise with the coconut cream, after it has started boiling and the salt is dissolved, transfer to a small bowl and leave to cool down before serving. Next we go back to the red syrup soaked water chestnuts. Drain them well before we mix them with tapioca flour. We want only water chestnuts, then add them to tapioca flour. Make sure that each cube is thoroughly coated with flour. Strain them to get rid of any excess flour. Now we're ready to boil the water chestnuts. Into boiling water, gently add the flour-coated water chestnuts. Remember at this point not to stir. Leave them to rest in the boiling water for a few minutes until the water chestnuts start to float to the surface. If the flour is translucent or see-through, it means the water chestnuts are cooked. To finish, we mix the cooked water chestnuts with the prepared syrup. If the water chestnuts are boiled in a too high a heat, the flour will separate and we'll end up having just water chestnuts and syrup. But if it's done correctly, there will be a chewy texture to every bite. Serve them in glass dessert dishes. With the coconut cream poured on top. And here we have tub tim grob, a delightful sweet, a really refreshing and gorgeous looking dessert.